Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss combinational circuits for incrementing and decrementing. An incrementer circuit just adds one unit in our binary number. So if we have a 4-bit number, it just add 1 in our number. For example, if we have a number 0011, we just add 001 in our number, so we get an incremented output. So 1 plus 1 0, 1 carry, 1 plus 1 plus 0, again 0, and 1 carry, 1 plus 0 plus 1 1, and carry 0, and finally 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So if we see, we had a number which was equal to decimal 3, we added 1 in it and we got 4. So 0 0 1 and 0 is our 4 representation of 4. So to implement a circuit for incrementer, we just need to add 1. For adding, we can use a 4-bit binary adder. So for example, we use a 4-bit implement a 4-bit incrementer, and 4-bit incrementer just increments a 4-bit binary number. So for example, we can use a 4-bit adder. So let's say if I have a 4-bit binary adder and we have to increment a number a, so it has 4 bits, a0, a1, a2 and a3, and binary representation of a decimal 1 in 4 bits is 0 0 0 and 1. So for B, we just input 0 0 and 1 and at start Cin for our 4-bit binary adder is equal to 0, and it outputs 4 binary numbers, let's say S0, S1, S2 and S3, and final carry out. So this is a simple circuit diagram. We can use 4-bit binary adder to implement an incrementer. For this diagram further explains this process. There are 4 bits. Our number is A, which has 4 bits. So least significant is A0, A1, A2 and finally A3. And at second operand, it contains 0 0 0 and 1. Cin is 0, first bit for sum, second, third and fourth are most significant bit, and C4 is our carry out. So it performs simple additions. For example, at start our Cin is 0, so we just colored it red here. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 with carry 1. So 0 is here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 0 with 1 carry again. So 1 plus 0 is 1 with carry 0, and then 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So if we add 1, we can get an increment. So if we analyze this circuit a little deeper, so we say it adds 2 bits at a time, and the third bit remains 0. If we add first 2 bits, so we have Cin as 0. So as we know it already, if we add 0 in any number, it doesn't make any difference. Number remains the same, whether we add 0 or not. Number 2, except first full adder, all other full adders have 0 as one operand. So even the other 3 adders have a1 or single bit plus carry from previous adder, The third one adds A2 and C2. B remains 0, and last full adder adds A3 and C3, and you see B remains 0. So if we see it deeply or analyze it closely, it adds 2 bits at a time. The third one remains 0. And we know that a full adder adds 3 bits and a half adder adds 2 bits. So it's more convenient or easy that we add a 1 by using half adder. So I've highlighted it adds 2 bits and zeros which are in red. We can just skip these bits in our addition and it will give a correct answer for that. So we can also use half adder to implement an incrementer circuit. But one thing is important here, that the implementation by using full adder is also correct, but it takes more time, as full adder circuit has more gates as compared to half adder. A full adder has 2 XOR gates and 3 AND gates, whereas a half adder has 1 XOR gate and 1 AND gate for carry. So half adder circuit is much more simpler as compared to full adder. So incrementer by using half adder, carry in is always 0. For that we can just switch that carry to 1 because we just need to add 1. And as we know that the binary representation of our decimal 1 is 1, so at start we just add 1 as our first operand, and the second one is the least significant bit of our number a that we just want to increment, or a is equal to a plus 1. So half adder adds a0 and 1 and produces some s0 and a c out, and c out is again given as input to the next adder. Similarly, next half adder gives s1 as sum, and its carry is given as input to the next half adder. Next half adder gives s2 sum 2, and its carry is again fed as input to the last half adder, and it produces a sum s3 and a carry out s4. So by attaching 4 half adders, we can achieve a 4-bit incrementer. A 4-bit incrementer circuit just increments a 4-bit binary number. So it's pretty simple. You see, there are a sum which is equal to a XOR b, and carry out which can be achieved by a and b. So its circuit is much more simpler, and it would take less time as compared to full adder. So to implement a circuit for incrementing, we can use full adders, and if we want to save delays, then we can also use half adders for incrementing. So here is another concept: contraction, simplification of a circuit to implement another functionality. Adder is used to implement an incrementer. So here is an example that we can contract a complex circuit to achieve other functionalities. For example, adding 2 4-bit numbers is more complex task as compared to just incrementing a number. So in incrementing we just add 1, but for adding 2 4-bit numbers we require more complex circuit to add complete 4-bit numbers. So the first diagram A is an incrementing circuit for adding 1 in a 3-bit number. So here the element is 3-bit. So we have a fixed memory of 3 bits. So you see we have full adder 1. So let me write FA, which takes A0 and 1 and 0 as carry in. We have another full adder. It takes A2 and 0 as input and a carry 1 C1 from previous adder, and similarly our final full adder adds A2 and 0 and produces S2 and final C3. But we can simplify this structure by using contraction. If we analyze it, for example, if there are two possibilities of our number, so let's say A is equal to 0, 1, 0, or A is equal to 0, 1, 1. So we just want to add 1 in it plus 0, 0, 1. So for a least significant bit A0, there are two possibilities that it can be 0 or 1. So here the least significant bit is 0, you see. So if A is 0, then we add 1, it sum becomes 1, 1 plus 0, 1 and 0. And if we add 1, if A0 is equal to 1, then sum is 1 plus 1, 2, and 2, for 2 we write 0 and a carry bit 1 here. 1 plus 1 again 0 and carry 1, which is 1 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 1. So this is our S0, S1 and S2. Similarly S0, S1 and S2. If A0 was 0, then the S0th bit was 1. If A0 was 1, then S0 is 0. So the sum of first or least significant bit is just reverse of first bit. So if A0 is 0, then sum is 1. If A0 is 1, then S0 is 0. So here for simplification we can just add a NOT gate for that. So you see, if A0 is comes as input, we can just add a NOT gate and it reverts that bit and outputs at S0. Similarly, if it is 1, then S0 is 0. The other case is, this is a half adder. C in it can be used as half adder, but now we are just simplifying this box. The second output is C or carry. So if A0 is 0, then we adding with 1, it doesn't produce any carry, or carry is 0. If A0 is 1, then carry is 1. So A0 is just connected at carry here. So if A0 was 0, then carry would be 0. If A0 is 1, then carry is also 1. At second step, we have a complete half adder here. So it needs to add A1 or second bit with previous carry, and it also produces a carry out. So it just adds by taking XOR, by performing XOR operation with A1 and C, S1, and A1 and C previous, let's say I call it C1, this is C2, and for an A1 and C1 produces C2. So it's a complete half adder. For final box, we just add C2 with A2 and produce sum 2, and as we mentioned earlier, we are actually incrementing a 3-bit number, so the fourth bit would be dropped. So for fixed memory, the final bit is dropped. So if a bit is, or the output is going to be dropped, then why should we compute it? So here we see that we can just skip this. So here is no AND gate. So there is no carry out or C3. We just stop. So there are two further simplifications. One, the last one is further simplified, and first half adder can be further simplified. So you see, for 3-bit we can achieve this simplification. Let's say, for example, if we want to add 8-bit number with 1 or 8-bit number. For incrementing a 8-bit number, we just need to add 6 half adders like this one, and first box or first circuit is simplified and final is also simplified. So we can also further simplify our half adder implementation for incrementing by using contraction. So that's it for incrementing. In next video we will discuss decrementing.